I'm about to make some breakfast, y'all. Let me make sure that the sound is good on here. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Live. Says that it's live. Let's exit out of here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm about to check right now to see how this is doing. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. So we good, we good, we good. If y'all tuning in, what's good with you? Let me get a light going. About to be making some pancakes. Alright. There we go. Okay. Hope y'all doing good right now. Just gonna make some food, chat with y'all for a little bit. I know I don't go live all the time. Mainly because, for one, I want to be on Wi-Fi, for one, and then also, um, I would love to go live as far as from my computer, but when it comes to like playing videos and different things like that, um, it can get wonky. It can get wonky. It can get wonky. It starts sputtering and all that other stuff. Let's see. Okay, cool. It's still doing its thing. So let me share. Let me share this here. Let's see. Share. What up? What up? If you're tuned in, what's good with you? I'm gonna be making some food, chatting it up with y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Live on my other channel. Come by and hang. Hip hop live post. What's good with y'all? If y'all tuned in, what's good? What's good? I don't know when y'all are gonna start pouring in, but I meant to say not hand, hang. Let's see. What up? What up? If you're tuned in, what's good with you? I'm about to be making some food. We about to get some rain over here, so I'm not able to do my deliveries on my bike. And we got Fiesta and stuff, so I got to find out like when all that's even going down. Let's see. Let me switch channels. I'm over here too phoning it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Commented. Shout out to you, Lucy. What's good? What's good? I'm just getting things started. I'm about to be making some pancakes. So, what's up with y'all? How y'all doing? I'm just sharing this post around, see if some more people come through. So I get started on making my food, son. Let's see. Live, come and hang. Post. Okay. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? I'm straight up chilling. What kind of pancakes? August Texan. There's some basic pancakes. I get the Hungry Jack. You know what I mean? I put it for a minute and 30 seconds on each side. You know what I mean? Where's the other stuff at? So yeah, sometimes usually during the day, especially when I'm like doing stuff for the day, I'll have my pancakes. They usually give me the energy that I need. That and some oatmeal. I love the maple oatmeal. So I mean, it's buttermilk. It's buttermilk. I know some people, they love getting into it. They'll throw like the chocolate chips in that joint. I know my sister be going in. My sister be going in. She will have like the freaking the toppings and everything, and I'm just all like, look, I'm simple. I'm simple. Shout out to you, August Texan. Shout out, this is my fellow Texan. You know what I mean? Let's get all this stuff prepared. But what y'all up to? Here, where I'm at in Texas, we got Fiesta going on, which if it doesn't actually rain, because the thing is, it's been saying that it's gonna rain, and I'm just all like, I don't know. We got like some sprinkles yesterday, which kind of threw off my day because I was just all like, yo, if we gonna be raining, let it rain. If not, you messing things up. Sitting and waiting on the rain to pass. Yeah, see, y'all got rain where y'all at? See where I'm at? It's like, it's, it has the sky and the smell and everything like it's about to rain, but it hasn't rained yet. I went out there earlier to try to do some deliveries on my bike, and it was just humid. Just freaking humid. And I'm all like, man. But luckily, during the day until like 3, there's Fiesta going on. Tomorrow, Fiesta's going on during the nighttime. And I use different apps. So, because I'm creating, doing all the stuff that I'm doing, I decided to go to the route of the gig economy, you know, because it allows me to create my schedule. So I'm usually doing DoorDash or Uber on my bike, or there's an app that allows for me to, or several apps that allow for me to pick up like random gigs, whether it be dishwashing or concessions or different things like that, and it pays the same day as well. And so I'll, you know, pick those up. And the cool thing about those type of things, especially with me being on a bike with Uber and DoorDash, and then the having those apps, is those apps allow for me to be able to, like, say I set up a tour for my music or for my books. I set up a tour, and I can set the tour around the cities that the app exists in. So I know it exists in Denver. I know, I think New York, a couple of other places, which are big music spots as well. So essentially, I can create a tour, you know, to where I for sure have money coming in, you know, and not losing money. All the while I'm able to travel and go to these different places, like, because with the whole bike thing, there was one door dasher on the electric bike downtown here who was out in New York. And the thing is, I'm not 100% sure. I know for the cars you can't. You have to be where your driver's license is, you know, at. But I know if you're registered under a bike, I think that you can go to, you know, anywhere that DoorDash or Uber is available and be able to use like the electric bikes. Now, not everywhere has electric bikes, you know, but a lot of the big places, like I could go to Austin, I go to New York, I go to like California, Los Angeles, and different things like that. And like I said, I'll be able to still have work. And then as well, if I have a show there, say I have a show in Denver, and I have a gig, say I have like a dishwashing gig, you know, there as well, as far as for work. The people that I interact with at that dishwashing gig, I'm able to tell about the show, you know, all the while I'm still, you know, getting paid. So for me, I I went down the route of, you know, schooling. You know, I went to school for graphic design. I went to school for, I got a certified in media communication. I got certified in medical billing and coding. Um, I also went to school for web design, but I only got certifications. I didn't get any degree or anything like that. Um, and pretty much, me being 34, I wanted to bet everything that I would be able to make things happen with my creative endeavors. It's taken a little longer than I thought. But at the same token, I always have to take accountability for myself and look at the fact that have I done everything that I possibly can to make this happen, as far as being able to sustain with just my creative stuff and everything like that. um it takes some time. It takes time, it takes structure. I think that a lot of people, they look at other people online and think that, oh, it just happened overnight. Me being the creator for now, I mean, pretty much all my life. But as far as looking at people online, I love being able to see certain people and then go on their YouTube or on whatever they have their media at and see how they started. And a lot of times it was I don't know how many times I've gone through and looked at artists YouTube or content creators YouTube, and there's little things that change, but for the most part it's literally a grind. You keep on going and then something ends up going, and it's not even sometimes it's something going. It's like, for example, there was one commentary YouTuber that I saw, and they would do like compilations and they would do commentary on certain things, and pretty much you would see the growth. There'll be a time where they'll get a crazy amount of views, and that's the pitfall that a lot of people fall under. They think, oh, I got this particular video at a certain amount of views, so all of them are going to be like that. And it's not the case. I'll see so often it'll fluctuate, and it'll keep on fluctuating, and sometimes it'll be up, and then you will just have a low. You're pretty much doing everything the same, but there's like this kind of this stalled out thing. You're still putting out content, and then just what I noticed is that after a while, those every now and then big view videos now turn into a common type of thing, and I'm all like, okay, so. And I mean, I've seen it within my channel. I've seen it where for me it's a trip, because I'm still remembering I was at like 100 subscribers on this channel for a minute, but there really wasn't any direction, because this wasn't my first YouTube channel. This is actually my second YouTube channel. My first one is my music one, and I think I started that in either 2008 or 2009. But if you look at the two, there's a complete difference in the amount of content on each one. I think this Dabtro channel, there's over 2,000 videos that I've posted on this channel, versus the Mr. Composition one, because I mainly, try to just put my music videos on there and different things like that. That does not have nearly as much videos as this one. And so that's why when I look at things and put things into perspective, I'm just like, okay, there really needs to be structure, and that's what I try to do with a lot of this stuff. I try to have structure. What's up to y'all? Just coming in. I'm making my pancakes, and just chopping it up, just chopping it up. Shout out to August Texan, my fellow Texan in the space to be. And I did a poll as well. What was it? I had asked, what's some more stuff y'all wanting to see from the channel, and a lot of people were saying live streams. a lot of people were saying that y'all wanted to see me, do the deliveries, on my bike and stuff. Which the issue is not wanting to do any of those things. I do want to do those things. It is more so it's more so like equipment and things like that. Like I can record from my phone while I'm doing the deliveries, but I need to have an attachment, or I would be like holding it and different things like that. So I need to get an attachment. Not only that, I need to figure out whether or not I just want to record, me doing them and then edit and put it out, or if I want to do a live stream, which if I have to do a live stream, which if I have to do a live stream, there's several things I have to take into consideration. One, I won't be able to use Wi-Fi, and I could use the hotspot on my phone and, use my other phone. But I think that for those, because I don't know what would happen. You know what I mean? Like, it would be crazy that to just capture something random and I'm just all like, ooh, that's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good. So I think for when it comes to doing the footage, the videos of me doing the deliveries and stuff, more than likely I'll record them. That way I can edit them and then like drop them. And so I don't know if I want to do like a daily type of thing, or if I want to accumulate, like a week's type of like deliveries and then kind of edit out like the best ones, something like that. Y'all let me know. I'll put like another, poll out and be like, hey, do y'all want, a daily, like when I daily go and do deliveries, or would y'all like an edited version and different things like that? The live streams, I could go live, like just like this on my phone, different things like that. But usually when I'm trying to do like a live, I want to be able to share my screen, because that helps out as well as far as when it comes to like post edit. So if I want to, with this, I could download it and then clip it down, But the issue that I'm finding, like if I share the screen, as far as like, let's say that I'm working on something, say I'm working on a comic, say I'm working on, stuff that doesn't require me having to show video, then that's fine. I may do more lives as far as that, but as far as like me reacting to videos while on the live, what I've noticed, I don't know if it's a setting thing or just, I mean, I do have an older computer. So I don't know if that may be, what's playing a role into that as well, because I don't want to show like a glitchy video, you know what I mean? So that's why I haven't done those type of lives. But these lives, these are cool. I know I don't do these as often, but hey, we making some pancakes, you know what I mean? Usually for myself, because they're decently sized, I try to make 4 to 5, anywhere between 3 and 5. Because it's just me. You know what I mean? Where's the water at? Where's the water? I know some people, they'll make pancakes. They'll use something other than water. Me personally, I love the complete. It's just simple. You just add water. That's just how simple it is for me. I know some people, they like to get crazy with it. Let me bring this over here so that way I can kind of see. Right now I'm just throwing some water up in her. Y'all gonna make me a double up in here. What y'all got planned for the weekend? Some of the stuff to look forward to as far as that I'm going to be releasing. If it is going to still continue to rain, then I'm definitely going to record some reactions today. So it would more than likely be the XG Woke Up Coachella performance. And it's funny because my journey with XG to doing it, I started off XG with Woke Up. When they dropped the Woke Up video, I saw the thumbnail and I was all like, what is this? And it's funny because when I first saw the video, I thought it was just one person because either around that time or near that time, I think I had seen everything everywhere all at once. And so I personally thought that it was just one artist in different whatchamacallits, but I definitely found out that that wasn't the case. And I've since then, I think I've reacted to probably well over 20 XG videos. So it's gonna be cool for me to see the Coachella performance of XG do a Woke Up, because for me, between the music video to this live performance, I've been able to learn so much, from them. So, and I just love creative artists. Like when I've seen dope videos, of course, prior to them, but there was a level of creativity that I was just all like, whoa, whoa. We could go there with it. We could have like a whole sci-fi storyline with our music and everything like that, freaking anime protagonist type of stuff. So for me, I love when my worlds collide, because for me, I try to make sense of like why I'm into certain things, why am I trying to blend hip hop and sci-fi and anime, tech and science and everything like that. And it's just because that that's me. That's literally my life. That's what I be doing, son. So it's interesting. I need to start this flame, son. It's like a part of me wants it to rain because I'm just all like, at least it gives me a reason to, be inside, It's raining. But I despise when it teases. It teases. It's just like, is it gonna rain? Is it not gonna rain? Then it'll sprinkle, and then you're just all like, okay, let me go ahead and head back. And then it stops. And it's just all like, well, what do I do? Because I don't want to carry people's stuff and then it get rained on, you know what I mean? So I'm just all like, it's aggravating. It's aggravating. But hey, again, this is why I am working on really, it's not that I've not been serious about my creations. I think it's more so that I've just been trying to get like a foundation going. Like I've been trying to get a foundation, and that's the cool thing I think with YouTube. I'm nowhere near making enough to be able to just focus on YouTube, but the fact that that possibility is there, I'm just all like, okay, well, we'll see. But the other thing that I have to realize is a lot of, I guess, my power. If you're a if you're a renegade, then I just reacted to the power track. It's weird when I'm in person. Like say I'm vending or performing or anything like that. When it comes to converting and being able to get, say, like sales or sell CDs, sell books or anything like that, it is quite easy for me to do in person, because I have years. I've been selling stuff since I was tiny, but it would be in person. I'm still trying to understand the online aspect of things. When it comes to promoting and marketing online, that has been my biggest downfall. And it's crazy because I have so much stuff, like that's actually out. I think sometimes as artists we think like, okay, because this was released years ago, it has no relevance now. And it's just all like, no, it does. There's so often that I've been seeing recently an artist that re-put out some song or just made a video to it, and then it finally took off. And for me, it's not about quote unquote taking off or anything like that, because a lot of that stuff is finicky. you know my main thing is to like build a structure that allows for it to be somewhat consistent as like I put in the effort, and there's just certain things that I can do that would allow for things to keep on growing. Now, my bad, I'm checking on this real quick. Oh, we about to put the first little pancake on the grill. Well, not the grill, but that'd be crazy. The grill freaking pancakes, son. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's possible. Where's the timer? So what I've learned with the Hungry Jack is that 1 minute and 30 seconds is perfected. But my sister will see my pancakes and be like, it's basically burnt. It's not burnt. It's maybe dark, but it's not burnt. I don't like burnt pancakes. Alright, we got the timer going. 1 minute and 30 seconds before we flip that bad boy. Alright. Some random. It'd be funny if I was like a legit like a chef or something like that, and I just had this random cooking show. Just being super freaking random. I mean, we can do some crazy stuff. Here, I'll show y'all what's going on. Does it let me just flip this? No flip. Yeah, get that pancake going. Alright, cool. Well, that's cool. I can be able to flip back and forth, you know what I mean? But yeah, just chilling. I know how these lives are, so I'm not like super tripping. I know people are gonna, come in and out, and so just depending on when you see it, I'm talking. But yeah, shout out to y'all coming through. We cooking some pancakes. We cooking some pancakes and chatting it up. It's Bandcamp Friday, so Bandcamp Fridays are where the artists, they get 100% proceeds, of their sales. So, I got a link in here. Check out my Bandcamp. There's like 10 albums on there. So, time to flip. Time to flip this bitch. Yeah, check out my projects on Bandcamp. It's over a decade's decades worth of music, about 10 albums, and we already got a sale today, so that's what's up. Shout out to Phil for copping Tame Chaos earlier today. And that was the first sale of the day. Now, I know some people, they'll see like my post and they're just like, yo, he's going in. So let me tell you what ended up happening. So when I looked at my analytics, it showed like my channel grew like 300% last month. Now that was because I wanted to go through the month before I talked about it. So what I did in the month of April is I had a post, whether a video, whether a short, whether a community post, every hour on the hour, 24 hours a day for the whole month of April. So I know people was might have been seeing a lot of my stuff and like, yo, this dude is popping up everywhere. And it was pretty much an experiment for me. Like, I wasn't physically posting, I had things scheduled. I had things scheduled out. And I haven't fully looked at all the analytics, but the one thing that I did see was it was just all like, yo, your stuff grew like 300%. And I was just all like, okay, cool. And I mean, of course, if you're putting out a godly amount of stuff, I think last month I dropped like 200 shorts or something like that. Like I said, I looked at the analytics, but I haven't got a chance to like fully sit down, and actually look at it. So that's gonna be cool to actually sit down and look at. But yeah, I wanted to see, just what's working, what's not, how this algorithm is working when it comes to posted, how many people are seeing, different things. Is it the algorithm? Is it me? What is it? Some creators, they don't want to believe that their stuff sucks, and it's just like, hey, if my stuff sucks, then hey, then that's what I gotta work on, but it's just like you can't fix what you don't know is an issue, so that's why like I put out so much content, because whether or not I personally get the feedback from y'all or I look at the analytics, I can be able to do something, and so one of the things that I try to work on is stuff like the thumbnails, stuff like the titling. I got this study playlist on my YouTube. It's private, but anything that I see in regards that will help, find out and research as far as how this stuff works. That's pretty much what I have that for. So there's plenty of new stuff always happening, updates always happening, with YouTube and the algorithm and everything. So it's just interesting. It's wild. That's why, what I have to realize is I gotta be out. Gotta be out. And it's crazy because it's like for basically all of my 20s, I did that. And so for me, it's kind of it's like I know that I need to do that, but then I look at how much I went out, how many shows that I did, and then I look at now and I'm just like, okay, well, not necessarily was it worth it, because it 100% was worth it. It was super fun. But now I get the maneuver where I can be a little bit more strategic. Like in my 20s, teenage years, just going to shows, doing everything like that, meeting people. Bada bing, bada boo. That was the fun part, like development, everything like that. But now, being 34, I'm just all like, okay, yeah, I could do the same thing, but I just don't think time-wise, energy-wise, it would be, a smart thing to do. So that's where reflection comes into play. And I asked myself, like, okay, well, that it needs to be a part of your strategy because it's such a, big part of it. As far as what I'm good at. But I don't know. It's interesting. It is interesting. Shout out to y'all just tuned in. We out here making pancakes. I don't know if this is gonna make me 2 more. I might have to pour some more batter up in that joint. And oatmeal. I need to do laundry soon too. Make sure everything is good to go. Shout out for y'all just tuning in. Shout out to August Texan. So yeah, we just chilling. I don't go live often, but when I do, this is where we at. So shout out to y'all tuning in. It's Mr. Composition making pancakes. Waiting to see if it rains or not. We gotta get the oatmeal started here. Make sure that this is okay, cool. I was just like, the worst thing that happens is when I forget to set the timer and I have no idea how long the pancakes been cooking for. Oh man, that is the worst. But that wasn't the case this time. See, I know some people might see these pancakes and they'd be like, they're burnt. They're not burnt, damn it. 100 or a minute and 30 seconds and then flip. Minute and 30 seconds and then flip. Oh man. What are y'all's plans this weekend? What y'all got going on? Let's see. Let's see. Not burnt, just Cajun. Right? Yeah, just a little Cajun, you know what I mean? Just a little Cajun. I freaking love. I've gone to Louisiana. I've gone to New Orleans, but I've not gotten a chance to really dive into the food. There was a point in time where I was just craving, just Cajun type of just food, and I need to go back. What I did have in New Orleans was some really good pizza. I know it's random. That isn't really the spot to do pizza, but it was good. It was definitely delicious. They had some cool art. I forgot what the place was. I gotta record it. See, that's the cool thing. Like when I was traveling, I was doing a crazy amount of vlogging, crazy amount. Like I gotta start bringing back old footage to. It's on the channel, but you gotta click on oldest because I've had this channel since 2015. And what originally made me start this specific channel was because I have different interests and I didn't want to. I guess I didn't want to crowd the music, channel because I'm just all like, well, this is a lot of stuff wasn't music. I would do like, what is it? I would do leaks and spoilers for, mangas and stuff that I'm reading, and I would just have different stuff. And it was funny because when I had the main reason, the origin story of the Dab Troll was my media communications certification. I did that through Full Sail, and we had to start some new social media handles, and at that point I had already been online, like as far as like creating content, everything like that. So I was just all like, since we had to create a new one, I was like, all right, well, since everything that I have is pretty much tied to my music, let me go ahead and create an entity that would hub all of my interests, thus Dab Troll Creations. And I know sometimes people look at that and be like, Dab Troll, and then they see like this chocolate freaking troll, and then they're just all like seeing them smoking, so they think they're talking, they think it's the dab hits, but no, it's short for dabble in a bunch of different things. Dabble Troll, that's what it is. So if you never knew what Dab Troll meant, it is short for dabble in different things. So that's like the origin story of why I had created that. But yeah, we got these pancakes being made here. Let's see if let me turn this around so you can. Oh, we got the pancakes. I think that's what's that? The second one? Yeah. I need I'm working on the third one right now. I got the water boiling for the oatmeal. Dang, am I gonna make this a mukbang too? I haven't eaten on camera. So I don't know if I might end this so I can eat, but it's not done yet. We still got some time. So shout out to y'all that tuning in. Now, if it does end up raining later on today and I can't do any deliveries, Enjoy the cakes. Gotta run. Okay, shout out to you, August, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Now, if it doesn't end up raining later, then I may do another live. I may do another live where I'm just chilling. You know, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure as of yet. But if I do, then I'll definitely let y'all know. And that way y'all can tune in. I know sometimes I'll be like, random, let's go live, and so people are out doing stuff and they want to catch it. But hey, I mean, it will be available for y'all to check out later as well. Like I don't delete the lives. At least I personally don't. I think like if there's copyrighted material in it, it might do it itself. But there ain't no copyrighted material in here. Listen to me. Okay, so I think we got the pancakes done. Cop some oatmeal. You know what I mean? Cop some oatmeal. Alrighty. And make sure to check out the links. Make sure to go to my Bandcamp. It's Bandcamp Friday, which means the artist gets 100% of the sales. So they do that. Well, it used to be every month, and I thought that it was going on last month, but it actually wasn't. It just started back today. So yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. Always appreciate y'all. And that's the sucky thing about trying to market and promote. It's just all like you're trying to get yourself out there, and it's just like I don't want to always be like, do this. But gotta get it out there. But anyway, we got the pancakes complete. We got the oatmeal complete. So I'm about to dive into this food. I'll let y'all get another look at this before we go here. Oh, pancakes and oatmeal. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, make sure to hit the Bandcamp, businesscomposition.bandcamp.com. It's Bandcamp Friday. Make sure to grab an album. All my stuff is Name Your Price, so definitely check that out. Donations and or suggestions, link is in this description for this video, from a Cash App, from a PayPal. Make sure to put what you would like me to react to or talk about, yeah, and all that jazz. So let me go ahead and eat. Oh, you know what, I definitely may go live later because I do have a story time. Because yesterday I was robbed by a homeless person. He took my bike, but I was able to get it back. So I'll tell y'all about that story. But anyways, y'all, it's Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction. Back at it. Alright, y'all, I'm about to eat these pancakes.